Hello, great people of the internet. It's James Red Panda here. Now I'm gonna do a video which is completely new to me. It's a drawing tutorial. Today, I'll be showing you how to draw the world's most famous tank engine, Thomas the Tank Engine. Alright, so you're gonna want to start with a circle around about here or so. Yeah, like that, and then make a line like that. And then curve there, stop like there. Actually, no, make it a bit longer. Yeah, like that. Then you come back over here, then like that. Okay. And then the funnel. Simple line up, and then like this. The funnel was the most interesting shape. Also, feel free to pause the video whenever you want, in case there's something you missed. So, yeah. Anyways, I just realized I made that a bit too long. But that's okay. We all make mistakes, or as Bob Ross says, happy accidents. Anyways, make a line about connecting that, yeah. Now for the dome. Alright, and finish off the tanks. You want to do that. Put a line there. Then down. And just like that. Now I just realized I made it too short. But that's just fine because we all make mistakes. How do you think I was born? What? I'm just kidding. Alright. Got my arm. Alright, so you want to draw like a straight line from there. Then like that. And there's your bunker. Alright, now that you've done that, you gotta turn your paper about 90 degrees. So, I mean, this is just personal preference, but it's just something I do. Anyways, you want to draw a straight line like that. You want to make sure this is even as possible. I would use a ruler, but I don't have access to rulers here at the moment. Alright, turn your paper back up to the position you already had it at, and then alright, do this, and then go back to the position that you were at. And this is where it gets a bit difficult. So, oh yeah, I forgot the splashes. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is where it gets a bit difficult, and this is the part where I make the most mistakes. So bear with me. So I'm gonna put a slope there, then a bigger slope down there, and of course you gotta add a line there so it's three-dimensional, and then like that. And then erase it because it's all off angle. So I'm not really explaining anything, it's just more of a demonstration of how to do things here. Alright, like that. Alright, now that's now that that's done, it's time to draw the cab. And the second window. And now for the front windows. And of course, the whistle. Because an engine is not an engine without a whistle. According to Duncan, at least. Alright, now that's done. Add the buffers. So, you know, like a C shape, but with more detail. If you want to make the buffers gray for like in the Railway series, that's fine. If you do that, you don't just scribble that. You actually want to, draw in detail. So, yeah. Alright. Now for the coupling hook. There we go. And now for the most important part, the wheels. Alright, this one is where I actually mess up most on. I thought it was on the running board, but no, it's the wheels. Alright, so it's circle. You don't want to make them too big or too small. Just find a middle ground, which I did not. Alright, there we go. Alright, anyways. Try again. Stupid table is adding texture, but whatever. Alright, then repeat that process 3 more times. Oh wait, it's too far apart. This is an 060, not an 040. Anyways. And then the final wheel, the way, and the rear. And then for the chassis to hold this hold this thing all together. And also add you should also add a wheel right there to imply 3D-ness. I just realized that the angle, you know what? No, it's fine. And add the side rounds. Could go into more detail, but whatever. Anyways. If you want to add color to this, yeah, that's fine, but I'm not going to add color, so. Alright, next draw the signature number 1. And also his cab. I forgot to add his cab roof. Alright. And to the final step, the most important part of all, his face. I personally start with a nose, so like this is, I'm not basing this on anything from the show really, but I suggest you base this on something, on like one of his faces from the classic series. Alright, now that his face is drawn, I like gonna add the eyes. I personally do Pac-Man eyes because that's just kind of something in my style, so. Make sure the eyes line up too. Alright, and just like that, you're done. Alright, the video's not over yet. I'm actually going to make a second one. This one having facing you. This one facing you, okay. So you want to start off with a circle as perfectly as you can get. Then you're going to draw the funnel. Like that. And the tanks. This thing, I'm not sure what it's called. And the splashers. And then the cab. The cab windows. Then there's buffer beam. And there's buffers. And his coupling hook. And can't forget the most important, I forgot that. And you can't forget the most important part of all, is the wheels. And the chassis. And just like that, that's how you draw Thomas. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please consider leaving a like.